stories told and secrets unfold, echoes through the airwaves find, moments here forever shine. Words that rhyme and hearts align, echoing through space and time. Poetry speaks, we listen and see, timeless words for you and me.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Timeless Words, where we dive deep into poetry, breaking down meaning, structure, and why these words still resonate today. I'm Carol, and with me is Steven. How is going?
I'm great. Super excited for today's episode. We got two amazing poems to discuss, one modern and introspective, and the other a classic that most of us have come across at some point in our lives.
Exactly. First up, we're exploring The Fourth Sign of the Zodiac by Mary Oliver, a beautiful reflective poem about mortality and resilience. Then, we'll switch gears and take a look at timeless masterpiece, Shakespeare's Sonnet 60, which delve into the relentless passage of time. So let's jump right in.
Before we read the poem, let's talk a little about the poet herself. Mary Oliver was an American poet celebrated for her deep connection with nature and her ability to find profound meaning in simple moments. She won both the Pulitzer Prize and the National Book Award, and her poetry often explores themes of mortality, resilience, and the beauty of existence. The Fourth Sign of the Zodiac is a deeply personal poem that she wrote during her battle with cancer.
Alright, now let's read the poem. The Fourth Sign of the Zodiac by Mary Oliver. Why should I have been surprised? Hunters walk the forest without a sound. The hunter, strapped to his rifle, the fox on his feet of silk, the serpent on his empire of muscles, all move in a stillness, hungry, careful, intent, just as the cancer enters the forest of my body without a sound. The question is, what will it be like after the last day? Will I float into the sky, or will I fray within the ear or a river, remembering nothing? How desperate I would be if I couldn't remember the sun rising, if I couldn't remember trees, rivers, if I couldn't even remember beloved, your beloved name. I know you never intended to be in this world, but you are in it all the same. So why not get started immediately? I mean, belonging to it. There is so much to admire, to weep over, and to write music or poems about. Bless the feet that take you to and fro. Bless the eyes and the listening ears. Bless the tongue, the marvel of taste. Bless touching. You could live 100 years. It's happened. Or not. I am speaking from the fortunate platform of many years, none of which, I think, I ever waste. Do you need a prop? Do you need a little darkness to get you going? Let me be urgent as a knife, then, and remind you as kids, so single of purpose and thinking for a while, he had a lifetime. Late yesterday afternoon, in the heat, all the fragile blue flowers in bloom in the church in the yard next door had tumbled from the shoots and lay wrinkled and fading in the grass. But this morning the shores were full of the blue flowers again. There wasn't a single one on the grass. How, I wondered, did they roll back up to the branches, that fiercely waiting, as we all do, just a little more of life?
So, what stands out about the structure of this poem? Well, unlike a traditional sonnet or rhyme verse, Oliver uses free verse, which gives the poem a natural, introspective flow. The poem doesn't follow a strict meter or rhyme scheme, making it feel more like a deeply personal meditation rather than a formal poetic construct.
And the lack of a structure actually mirrors the uncertainty of the poem's subject, facing mortality. The poem is divided into four stanzas, possibly symbolizing different phases of life, like initial awareness, existential questioning, acceptance, and a final reflection on resilience. In addition, the line breaks and engagement play a crucial role. Take this line. How, I wonder, did they roll back up to the branches, that fiercely waiting, as we all do, just a little more of life? The way it stretches over multiple lines reflects grasping, lingering desire for life itself.
The core of this poem is about confronting mortality, but instead of despair, there is an acceptance, a kind of quiet strength in the face of the unknown.
Right. Oliver uses nature as a lens to examine life and death, a common theme in her poetry. She reminds us that just like the natural world, life is cyclical, and there's beauty even in permanence. Now, moving on literature devices, one of the standout techniques here is personification. Oliver treats cancer as an entity, something external yet invasive, making the struggle feel more tangible. For example, she writes, just as the cancer entered the forest of my body without a sound. Here, the disease is given the stealthy, predatory qualities of a hunter, reinforcing the theme of silent but unpreventable destruction.
Exactly, and the imagery is striking. She paints vivid pictures with nature metaphors like the fox with feet of silk or the serpent with an empire of muscles. These aren't just beautiful descriptions, they enhance the poem's meditation on survival, stealth, and fate. We also get a wonderful use of direct address, which makes the poem feel intimate. When Oliver writes, "Do you need a prod? Do you need a little darkness to get you going?" She's speaking to the reader directly, urging us to wake up to the urgency of life.
And let's not forget repetition. The phrase bless that is repeated multiple times, almost like a prayer or mantra, reinforcing gratitude for the body and life itself. For me, what's powerful about this point is how it balances fear and resilience. It's not just about illness, it's about facing challenges with grace.
Totally. I love how she doesn't sugarcoat mortality, but at the same time, she finds beauty in simply being alive. Now let's transition to a more traditional poem, one that many of us have read before. Shakespeare's Sonnet 60 is a timeless reflection on the passage of time and the endurance of poetry.
William Shakespeare is, of course, one of the most influential poets and playwrights of all time. His sonnets explore love, beauty, and time, and Sonnet 60 is a particularly striking meditation on how time shapes and erases everything, except, perhaps, the power of words.
Now let's read the poem. So, Sonnet 60. Like as the waves make towards the pebble shore, so do our minute hasten to the end, each changing place with that which goes before. In sequent toil all forwards to content, nativity, once in the main of light, calls to maturity, wherewith being crowned. Crooked eclipses gained his glorified, and time that gave doth now his gift confound. Time doth transfix the florist set on youth and delves the parallels in beauty's brow, feeds on the rarities of nature's truth, and nothing stands before his sight to know. And yet to times in hope my verse shall stand, praising thy word, despite his cruel hand.
So, as expected, this follows the Shakespearean sonnet structure, 14 lines, iambic pentameter, and a rhyme scheme of A B A B, C D C D E F E F G G.
Yep, each quatrain presents a different aspect of time's passage, leading up to that final couplet, which offers a bit of defiance and hope.
Time is the real antagonist here. Shakespeare describes it as something that transfits youth, curves wrinkles into beauty, and melts everything down with a sight. Also, the extended metaphor of weights moving toward the shore represents time's unstoppable movement, and we see personification. Time fits on beauty and confounds what it once gave.
There's also that powerful volta or chief in argument in the final couplet. Just when it seems like time is all powerful, Shakespeare asserts that poetry can outlive it, preserving the subject's worth. We all feel the effects of time, aging, fleeting moments, the struggle to leave something behind, and this sonnet captures that universal experience.
And his hope that poetry will endure? Well, over 400 years later, here we are, proving him right. Okay, that is for today's episode of Timeless Words. Thanks for hanging out with us as we explore the first sign of the Zodiac by Mary Oliver and Sonnet 60 by William Shakespeare.
So, if you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to subscribe and share. With a favorite poem you'd love us to discuss, let us know. Until the next time, keep reading, keep questioning, and keep appreciating the beauty of timeless words.
Lines may fade, but voices stay. Laughing smiles along the way. Through the years, our words do play. In our hearts, they'll always lay. Timeless voices, timeless words, guiding us like song of birds. Keep them close, let them be heard. Stories in each line. inferred.